personally, anong tingin niyo rin sa naging asal ng Vice President dun sa pagdinig? Hindi ba kayo na-insulto, nabastos dun sa kanyang mga reaksyon?
Well, sabi ko nga, I was a bit, I wasn't expecting that it would end that way. I was expecting a more collaborative engagement, no, a more healthy, productive discussion. It was actually the first time that I saw that kind of a discussion, no, in a briefing, in a budget briefing. So, pagpalagay natin, I was frustrated in a way because I was having trouble anticipating what would be the outcome of this and how could I probably present the budget if this continues on, no, like this, no.
Yun nga. Kayo mismo, ano ba yung mga tanong nyo dapat? Kasi kayo magde-defend ang budget niya, no? Ano yung mga kaliwanagan na gusto nyo? Sana.
Well, ako naman is yung magbe-base naman talaga ako doon sa mga programs niya, yung libreng sakay, how was it? Kasi normally ang ipapresenta mo talaga is the utilization rate. Unang-una, the reason why maraming nagsasabi na why are we discussing about the previous budget allocation, hindi lang ito sa OVP, sa lahat ng ahensya, ay kailangan din natin malaman yung utilization rate dahil you're asking for millions of pesos tapos in the end hindi mo pala nagagastos ng maayos. So ako ang gusto ko rin malaman is normally yung unang-una kong tinatanong sa lahat ng ahensya is yung utilization rate na paano nagastos yung yung kanilang pondo at ano yung data na mapapresent nila na masasabi nating successful yung kanilang pag-implement ng kanilang mga programa. So doon naman sa Office of the Vice President, to be particular about it, may mga line items naman doon ng mga programa which I believe kung na-explain ng maayos, maayos naman din, maganda naman yung maganda naman yung kanyang objective, no? So normally ang gusto kong matanong talaga is yung utilization because ultimately that would depend on how a certain agency utilize properly and efficiently and effectively the budget or the funds that have been allocated to a particular agency.
Okay. Pag-usapan din natin, Congressman, yung challenge, no? Kasi simplihan po natin yung issue. Alam natin na yung power of the purse nasa Kongreso. Lumalapit sa inyo yung mga ahensya ng gobyerno base rin sa preparation na budget na pinirepare ng executive, yung National Expenditure Program. So, humaharap yung mga ahensya sa inyo para ipaliwanag kung bakit ito yung hinihingi nilang budget para susunod na taon. At pera po nating lahat yan, no? Pera ng taong bayan, yung pinag-uusapan natin. Yan po yung huwag natin kakalimutan sa mga viewers. Kaso, paano niya naman i-approve yung hinihinging budget ng isang ahensya kung ganun yung pag-uugali nung tagapamuno nito? Kung baga lumalapit sa inyo, dapat ipaliwanag niya, ito yung bala kong gawin, programa at saka proyekto, humihingi po ako sa inyo ng 2 billion pesos na pera po ng mga tao, ng taong bayan, including kayo, dahil nagbabayad din kayo ng tax. Paano niyo ibibigay kung ganun yung ugali? Diba? Medyo bastos. Paano po yan?
Well, sabi ko nga, the composition really of the House of Representatives, it has a different parochial concerns. Meron ding sariling biases and prejudices. Of course, you're talking about human beings, no? With raw emotion, no matter how intellectuals and how smart they are. Meron talagang emotion dyan. That's why, pag briefing kasi, ang ine-expect talaga for a certain agency, especially the heads, is to be more, to be more open to some sort of questions because these questions would lead to clarity. And that's actually that has been the experiences that we had. As far as I'm concerned, this was my first term. Yun talaga yung ina-expect natin na exchanges. That's why makikita mo nung in the middle of the budget briefing, talagang I appeal to the committee, not only to the Vice President but even to my colleagues, that we need, although we may not like each other, but we owe to each other. We should warrant each other, respect, because it is not really the person that it's not really the person that we are dealing with here, but it's actually the office and the services that the office delivers to the constituency, to our constituency. So if worst comes to worst, for example, I would still rely on the submission of the Office of the Vice President pertaining to their budget proposal. And again, if there will be questions, I'm sure may mga tanong yan in the plenary. I will definitely would answer them to the best of my ability, based on the data and based on the budget and the explanation that would be given to me by the Office of the Vice President. So I cannot go out from that. I have to stick to the data and I have to stick to the proposal, no, yung budget proposal. And there will be questions, of course, in the plenary. I will stick to what was presented, and I will make sure that the items there will be explained to them based on the information and the inputs that I'll gather from the Office of the President. That's why it's very crucial that we need to hold the discussion with her staff and my staff, so that we would have at least an understanding on how we would approach a certain questions that may be asked, how we would explain a certain line item that might particularly be asked in the plenary.